Right, here's a quick tutorial on inputting results. So when you're wanting to update results, you're going to want to go to results channel, obviously scroll up, find the last thing that we reacted checkmark on. So you see Zinc updated this recently, then this is the next thing right here that we want to update. So key thing to note, this is an FFA. So we're going to want to go to the ELO calculation tab and find the FFA charts right here. So for this, we're gonna have to go through everything, and since GGuy is nice, he has included all the DC points, the names that aren't obvious, so we can just go from there. So Aaron is our first place player, followed by Tomsu. We got James third. Then we have a tie for fourth, which we will get to in a second. So James, I think Netcore was one of the people who tied. Makoto. Lucky got 6. Then I think 3 up. He finished with 80, so he'd get 7th. Then we have Applux, Fox 04K, Killian. I think that's somebody new, so I'm not entirely sure who this is, so I'm going to Control F and try to find his name, which we don't have, but I believe he's this guy right here who recently joined, so we're just going to put in Kilios, then get exit all that. We got Ruskov and Len, who's, oh I know, that was my bad, so Killian here is Paul Rom, so we're going to enter that in instead. Yeah, we got somebody else. So it'll say NA if you type in like something that you don't have, like obviously that's not a player, so if you type that in, you'll have to find the exact player. That'll just make everything irrelevant here. So person who got 11th was a Ruskov. No, that's a Len, I think. We have Ruskov here. So we got some problems right off the bat here. So James, Netcore, and Ruskov, or not Ruskov, Paul Rom and Len all have an ELO 0 right now. What that means is they have not played yet, so for all of them we're going to have to go in and edit their ELO, but this is really simple. So right now, in order to keep people off the charts that don't have any ELO, we're forcing people to have, it's all coded in this way, so if somebody hasn't played yet, they'll have an ELO of 0. To fix this, we're going to put a 0 in for match number 1 to give them their start value. So I think James is the first one we'll get to. We'll scroll down to James. Oh, my bad. So James, he has an ELO 0, so we're just going to drop in a 0 right there, and it'll give him 1600. Then I believe we have Paul Rom, Lynn, and Netcore, I think. Yeah. So first one should be Len. Gonna give them a 0. Netcore, give them a 0. There. And Paul Rom a 0 also. Another thing to note is if the ELO calculation gives somebody a 0, normally we'll just give them a 0 instead of ignoring it because it affects the amount of matches they've played before. Anyways, so now everything is accurate. So we'll be able to take this new ELO value and add it manually to everybody else. So what we'll do here is we're going to take a screenshot of this, and this will appear. So just go to like Imgur or something really quickly, and then Control V it, and then we'll get this picture. So the reason why this is important, so as you can see here, we're going to give 74 to Aaron. So we go back to the data, we'll give 74 to Aaron. He's near the top. So find the newest tab for him, type in a 74, it'll auto update his ELO. The reason why it's important to take the screenshot is you see, so Aaron only has 65 now, and it's because this assumes the ELO you have in the bank, so when we edited it, it changed everything right here. So it says that Tomsu has 17 right here, but we should actually be giving him 16 because that's how everybody's starting ELO for the match was. So we'll find Tomsu. Next. Oops, don't want to do that. Whatever I just did. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're good. You could also go alphabetically, that may be faster. But in this case, we have ties, so there's nothing to keep in note there. So, oh yeah, another thing is we should probably do the tie stuff before adding in the 74 for Aaron. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to ELO calculation. So if you take a note on this, 4th place tied as well as 9th place. So we're going to give 9th place points and 4th place points to 2 people. So we'll flip these. Makoto will be 4th. Then we have to put Netcore in 5th because we need to keep the room at the same. Overall ELO. Okay, it was Fox 40K or 04K. And we'll take new screenshot here. Everybody else's should stay the same, but yeah. So we're going to control V this one. So everybody else's will be the same. Like James will have 66 still. We're going to ignore Netcore here because we're giving him 4th place points, and we're going to ignore Makoto here because we're giving him 4th place points also. So we'll need this picture for Makoto and Paul Rom's points and go off of this one for everybody else. So now we can type in 74 for Aaron. Then next person is Tomsu, who's getting 16. Third was James. Should be 66. 4th, Netcore, 54. You could also use Control F if you want. I just don't use it too much. Now for Netcore, he's a new player, so we're just going to make the 0 go away because like we only put it in to get the placeholder points. If I was like an actual 0 in this column, we'd keep it, but it's not. Anyway, Makoto gets 1 because he technically got 4th, and Lucky 5. 3 up. I think he's at the top. This is why doing the alphabetized on the waiting list is really nice too. So you can find everybody relatively quickly. Then Paul Rom is -6. Scroll on that one. Replace the 0 because he's new, -6. Then Fox 04K is -45. Says he's getting 9th place points. Ruskov is -54. Then Malin -42, I believe. -42, right? Yep. Oh, he has a 0, so didn't get rid of that. So I believe I got rid of all 0s. If not, make sure to do that. And we've entered in for all these people now. Yeah, so this will be done. You can X out of these. You can go back to the results channel and react to the picture or the table. React with the check mark, and we'll be good to go on results. Then you can do whatever's left. If you finish up all of them, you can just write a check mark at the end of all of it, but I haven't done that yet, so I won't do it yet.